Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Charles Renaud, and I'm going to be your host today for the second episode on the Making Yesterday Jealous podcast. And this episode today for you guys is going to be titled Stop Trying and Start Knowing, and how this little mindset shift, if you apply it to your life, can transform your mind and your mindset so that you can finally achieve the results in whatever area you want to apply this to in your own personal life and start seeing that success. So without wasting any time, without any further ado, let's jump right into episode number 2, starting right now. Let's go. Now, I don't want to start this second episode right off with some confusion, so let me get right into what I mean by stop trying and start knowing. And to do just that, I want to read you guys the definitions of the word trying and the word knowing, because sometimes we use words in our vocabularies in whatever language that you speak on a daily basis, and we don't even know what the definitions for those words are, and that can have a profound impact on the way that our life goes, because we are energetical beings, like I spoke about in episode 1. We are energetical beings, so the words and the definitions carry a certain energy with them, and that's why it could impact us on many different levels. So to read you the definitions of the words trying and knowing, we're going to start off by the word trying. The word trying here, the definition for it is difficult or annoying, hard to endure. I want you to remember that. Keep that in mind, right? And I'm going to give you the definition for knowing. The definition for the word knowing is done in full awareness or consciousness, the state of being aware. Now, if we compare those two words, if you plug them into a sentence, for example, I'm trying to lose weight. Well, let's replace the word trying by its definition. So there it would mean I am trying, right? It is difficult or annoying for me to lose weight. If we switch up with the definition, that's the kind of energy that we're putting out into this world, into this universe. And now what if we pivot? What if we shift that little thing to the word knowing, right? I know that I can lose weight. Let's shift the definition. I am losing weight, and it is being done in full awareness or consciousness that I know I can lose that weight. You go from a place where you're going to be skeptic, where you're unsure in the trying, right? When you're trying something, you're either doing it or you're not doing it, right? We've all been there. Those moments, those times where I'm giving it my all, I'm working hard, and our ego can get in the way. And it's easy for us to be like so proud of ourselves. Man, I'm trying so hard and just nothing seems to pan out. Well, what kind of energy are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing an energy that you're confident in yourself and you know that you have what it takes to achieve that result? Or are you bringing that energy that's sort of negative, that energy that's trying, that energy that's not too sure if the result is going to come about? And it's totally okay. I don't want you to get down on yourself right here in this moment, because you were maybe not aware of what was going on and what words you were saying on a daily basis. That's the point of this whole podcast, guys. I want to bring this awareness to you, and with this awareness comes the knowing. We have to know that we are meant for success. We have to know that success is our birthright. We have to know that abundance is our birthright as well. Right now, if you're overweight, I want you to pivot. Right now, if you're in a situation that you don't want to be, and I'm going to take being overweight for an example here. Abundance is your birthright. So if you are overweight, you are experiencing an abundance of physical weight. You are holding on to your energetical body in every single second, in every point in time. You keep recreating that body. And let me tell you, still going on with the example here, if you keep trying to lose weight, let me be the first as a coach, and I've seen it with so many of my clients, and this, when we implement this into their routines and build on that habit of going from a place of trying to a place of knowing, the weight just seems to magically fall off. And why that is because the energy that they bring to the table, the certainty, the knowingness, that confidence, that inner self-worth, that you know that every action, every little thing that you're moving in this physical three-dimensional universe, you're moving it in a way that you know that the universe has your back. You're putting in the action. In this physical realm, the action needs to be there for your thoughts, for your dreams, for your visions, for your goals to manifest themselves in your reality. When you go from that energy of trying to do something, trying to lose the weight here on this example that we're going to keep rocking with, when you go from trying to lose the weight to knowing you lose the weight, how does that sit within you? How does that resonate in your body right now just listening to this? How are you feeling differently knowing that it might be possible? Not that it might. What the fuck am I saying? Not that it might be possible for you. It might be possible for you when you carry that energy of trying. When you move into that place, when you move into that energy of knowing that you can lose that weight, knowing that the universe is going to place you around the people, the circumstances, and the environments that you need for you, if you've gotten emotionally invested into it, for you to be able to get rid of all that weight, to go from that place where you don't want to be into the place, into the state of energy energy that you desire it to be. It's really not that complicated, but sometimes when we don't know certain things, that's where the road can be more bumpier for us, because we don't have the tools or we are not aware. Awareness being one of the most important things here, and it ties into the knowing and to the trying, because if you're not self-aware, maybe, and you didn't know this, so I don't want you to be knocking yourself down right now. You were not aware, but we want to bring that awareness to the table for you to be able to better yourself and to go and to fulfill that full potential. But that means that you shift your energy. You have to align with the highest version of yourself and who you are and who you were meant to be when you decide to come here on this earth, because if not, you're going to keep getting stuck in that energy of trying, and it's going to be that self-vicious cycle, that self-vicious loop that keeps running on and on and on. And you're not going to know why nothing's coming about, why those dreams, why that vision of yourself living in that ideal body, in that ideal physical shape that you want to be in so much on your body, why it's not coming about, or why you're not getting the job that you want, or why you're not being able to progress in any field or any subject that you place your attention in with this focus of trying versus knowing. You're not going to be able to understand because you're trying. And as one of my favorite characters in any movie franchise has said, right, it's Yoda in the movies Star Wars. And Yoda, right, he's super wise, and he's got an old soul, right? Everybody, obviously, with what Yoda looks like, we could all relate, and we understand that he comes with a package of wisdom on the inside, the little green guy. The one thing that I've taken away from that is Yoda says, do or do not, there is no try. And that just sat and it resonates with me, because when you're able to bring that perspective shift into your life, right? Following the example of losing weight, because I'm a coach on that aspect. So it's something I talk a lot about every single day with my clients. If you take the example of losing weight, well, you're actually doing what you need to do to lose weight, or you're doing not what you need to be doing. It's do or do not. There is no try. So trying doesn't even exist, right? The word trying here again with the definition that it's difficult or it's annoying and that it's hard to endure. Nobody wants to be on a path that's going to be difficult or annoying. It doesn't make sense. That means there's friction. That means you are not aligned with your unique energy that you carry out on your vibration, and therefore that's probably why you are experiencing so much resistance. I know personally that in my life, when I was not aligned and I verbally said to myself, I'm trying to grow this podcast. I am trying to grow my social media. I am trying to get in better shape. And I brought that energy of trying, guys. Nothing sat, nothing resonated with me. Everything felt so out of line, felt so out of alignment, and I didn't know why. Understanding that there was resistance, that there was friction, and it wasn't the good kind of friction. It was that bad kind of friction that nothing worked, nothing stuck together, nothing made sense. So understanding that, I was able to bring myself back to that self-awareness. And you can do this as well at any point in time, at any second that you feel that, hey, this might not be the way I need to go about it. You need to be self-aware on your own, for you to be able to say, hey, wait up. I gotta be conscious of what's going on, and I need to assess the situation. So that's when I understood, hey, whoa, this isn't what I want it to be. What's the common denominator in it? It's me. So I understood I was the common denominator in all of this. But I was like, why do I start, then I stop? It's like this yo-yo of starting and stopping, and I'm not committed, and I'm not this. Well, it was because I was bringing an energy of trying to the table. Once that clicked, once I had that aha moment, as we can all refer to multiple points in our lives probably, I had that aha moment. I had this epiphany of like, yo, wait a second. Who in the world was great at anything, was doing what they loved to do, that was passionate about what they were doing every single day, and they were trying. Nobody that's accomplished anything great was trying to do anything. They knew that they were going to accomplish it. They were able to bring their mind in a state where they had made that decision to go after that goal. They were knowing in their energy, in their vibration, in their frequency, that they were going to accomplish it. No matter what the road ahead of them was going to look like, or the path that it was going to take for them to accomplish that end desire. They knew at every single point in time, even though they were able to form, and this is, I'm talking today, but I count myself in that. When I visualize these things are the things that I want to accomplish in this world, I'm able to close my eyes now, because I've brought this shift into my reality, of understanding that I need to transfer my energy. And it's okay, because you're going to have that imposter syndrome. I was having that at first in different aspects of my life that I was afraid to go after. It's where I brought the energy of trying. When I brought the perspective shift, bring that energy of trying and to translate it and to transmute it into that energy of knowing that, hey, I can mentally paint this picture in my mind. And I know that if abundance, that success are my birthrights, well, then I have everything it takes. My ego wants to get in the way every single time. Let me tell you, your ego is going to stand in the way so fucking much when you're starting something new, or when you're wanting to pursue that new goal, or when you're going after this new thing. Your egos want to get in the way because it wants to keep you homeostasis, right? We're human beings. It wants to keep you in that comfort zone. You're meant to get comfortable in that uncomfortable and to step out of that and to transmute that energy from an energy of trying to an energy of knowing, for you to become the best and highest version of who you are meant to be as a human being on this planet. The ego, it's going to want to get in the way because it does not want you to change. It wants you to keep you exactly where you are in that little comfort zone right now, because it wants to ensure its survival. If you change, your ego knows that it's going to have to adapt. If not, it dies. But because you have beliefs, right? Thoughts that we keep thinking over and over again, that then create into beliefs, and then our beliefs shape the actions that we do, and our actions repeated over and over again become habits. This is some sort simple of logic of how our thoughts transmute into activities that we do on an every single day basis. Once we understand that, our egos, with our beliefs, whether they're positive or negative here, they're going to try and hold us in a space where if you have big negative beliefs that are set in stone in your subconscious mind, well, your ego is going to latch onto that, and it's not going to want you to get out of that, and it's going to feel like this gigantic nightmare you can't escape, and time's just going to sort of evaporate, and you're not going to be able to get yourself out of that nightmare. This is the darkest place one human being can be. When you understand, right, if you understand that the universe is on your side and working for you in every single point in time, and that you need to sort of relax, and you need to reset, and you need to recalibrate to that vibration, go do things, and following your highest excitement at every point in time, and taking it to the highest that you can until you can't take it any further, well, then that's how you bring it back to that childlike energy that we need for human beings to be on. That's where you follow into your passion, where you align with that highest vibration, that, hey, you're having fun at every point in time. Whether it's something that you like doing or not, you're still having fun because you know that it's in that direction of that goal that you've envisioned in your mind, in the spiritual plane, in the realm of creation. And then you need to embody that. You need to align with it for it to be able to translate into your physical reality. So yes, your ego is going to be in the way. Your mind is stronger. You have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and they're there to work together. You need both in unison for your life to be complete. So your conscious mind, that's where we need to have the awareness. That's where we need to be aware in this physical realm of what is going on, because our physical minds are only capable of experiencing what is. It's not able to experience or to think of the how. So you need there to have that vision very clear and to bring that energy of knowing, so that you're emotionally invested into the image, into the goal, into the desire that you want to manifest in this physical 3D reality. Once you're able to do that and get emotionally fully invested with your heart and soul, you could feel it. And that is what is going to create that energy of knowing that, hey, I know that I am meant for this. I know that this desire, if I'm feeling attracted to it, well, that desire is being attracted to me by the law of attraction. I understand success and abundance are my birthrights. Well, then this universe, if it is only abundance and there is more than enough, I promise you guys, there is more than enough for all. I have my spot, because as long as I am alive, well then, and as long as you are alive, my friend, as long as we are alive, we have our purpose in this magnificent play, in this magnificent one song, right? Universe, this universe, we have our spot. You need to align. You need to tap into that energy. You need to tap into your frequency. And once you do, that's where you're able to fully bring that shift from trying to do something and probably not getting many of the full result that you could be getting. If you're able to bring that awareness, shift your consciousness, right? Be conscious of what you are being aware of, and to bring that new energy of knowing that you have everything it takes within you. Everything is inside of you right now, in this very second, and at every point in time. Your ego's in the way. There are negative beliefs that are installed in your subconscious mind that are preventing you from seeing that. Once you're able to start moving in the direction of knowing that this is what you are meant to do, you are meant to go after the highest version of yourself, that this experience is the only one that you have, and that the grass is greenest where it is watered. Remember that. Once you understand that, you're able to start moving in a direction, moving towards that goal, and moving towards that desire that your heart has been wanting you to go after for so long. You just brought the wrong energy to the table. Nothing wrong. Now, one thing that we could take away from this is that you have learned exactly how to not be the best version of yourself in one capacity. But we could shift that and to go from an energy of trying to be the best version of yourself to knowing that in every single point in time, you are the highest version of yourself. And that is the only thing that is manifesting in your physical leading edge technology that we get to observe with our 5 human senses in this physical plane. Does that make sense? Does this shift? I feel like, man, it's so beautiful. It's so profound. It's something that, hey, if you bring to every single day of your life, when you're not too sure, when you're feeling uncertain, when you're doubting yourself, be conscious, be aware, have a check-in with your energy. See how you're feeling. See how you're vibrating. See what kind of fucking vibe you're on, guys. If you're able to do that, be self-aware, and you'll understand the feelings that we have on an everyday basis. Those are our guides. That's the guiding point. That's the North Star. If you're feeling good, keep doing more of that. Don't feel good? Well, there's a reason. Ding, ding, ding. There might just be a few reasons why you're not feeling great there. This episode was packed with beautiful knowledge, right? The shift of trying towards knowing. That little, wow, it's such a profound shift. It's something amazing. Embody that. Remember it. Understand it. Internalize it. Have that full comprehension of what it is. Because trust me, once I applied this, and once my clients, once I understood this, I felt so passionate about sharing. I talked about it with 5 people in a matter of an hour. Once I had that aha moment of understanding that, to shift your energy from trying to the energy of knowing. Thank you guys so much for listening to this second episode of the Making Yesterday Jealous podcast, changing your energy to reach that highest level of yourself and for you to live your life fulfilling your full potential. I'm your host, Charles Renaud. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you're watching it on YouTube right now, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for all the episodes that are to come. This was the second episode, Thinking versus Knowing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, guys, let's keep making yesterday jealous.